What is up, everyone, and welcome to the parking lot. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the parking lot show. And today we got a good one for you because we got a rare occurrence than we normally do. Basically, this will just be a nice little recap. What we decided to do is that usually, like, when there's a good amount of time that we can actually recap instead of weekly, we can go more in depth. And this time we got a good one because all of our teams are playing today. So I don't know how you guys are doing, but I know that I am kind of nervous. I mean, we're doing okay. The Kings have won 4 straight, but we're facing a really strong team in St. Louis, so who knows? But I want to get your guys' thoughts on your guys' matchup tonight.
We're taking on Dallas right now, and it's a 2-1 in the third.
My game is coming on later, and we're playing the Sharks in San Jose.
So does anyone need this?
Yeah.
I might, because Frank spanked us 4-0 in our first game back.
Unfortunately, I don't have sunglasses. I don't have sunglasses, so I could do this.
Oh, the Salt Bay thing?
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. I knew watching that game, I'm like, something is gonna happen here. Either the Wild is gonna want to play, they're gonna be hungry to play, and we're gonna get smacked, or they're just not ready. And I watched that game. They weren't ready.
No.
They were not.
We looked pretty asleep. And the Kings, they obviously didn't have a break. They were in mid-season form. And that's why you guys were able to light us up 4 times.
Yeah, so it was definitely it's definitely a good demonstration of where that's going to be the biggest thing when it comes to what the standings look like. Like, if teams are getting off of COVID, they're going to be pretty rusty, and that showed. So that's going to definitely be something to, like, when it comes to, like, news about what teams are out for COVID, like, be on the lookout, because that's going to be a good definition of what happens.
I
will
expect this in the standings, though. Like, you're in the last spot in the West, or do you think someone's gonna fall off a cliff soon?
No, I don't think anybody's gonna fall off a cliff soon.
Your division is tight.
It is tight, and that's just the thing. I thought what was gonna happen, it was gonna be like the top 3 teams running away. So I thought, looking at the division, I'm like, okay, we have St. Louis, we have Vegas, we have Colorado. They're just gonna run away with it. They're gonna run, and they're gonna beat all of us. But then it's gonna be those last 5 teams just fighting for that 4th spot. And no, not even the top 3 are able to stay in. Granted, Colorado and Vegas, it says on NHL.com they've been out for a little while. They've also probably had a couple of games canceled. I know Vegas got COVID. So they haven't played as many games, but, like, it's still a tight race. It's still any man's race in that.
It is.
I'm a division that's separate. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm surprised that my team is still is in as it is. I picked them to go 5th this year, and like you guys said, it's a tight division, and looks like anybody could pull away with it.
Yeah, no, I was on the same boat.
The only division that has some, excuse the play on words here, some social distance is the North Division.
That is true. So in the North Division, like, there is a tight race, but the only team that is not tight with them is Toronto. Toronto loses some games here and there, but they only lost 3. So they're doing pretty well.
2 to Ottawa.
Granted, 2 of them were to the last place team, but still, it's funny though that every single division is tight, because everyone thought that the divisions would make it odd. Like, either some teams will be like teams won't be able to hang with them. Like, everybody thought Ottawa was not going to be able to hang with the North. It's definitely showing.
So, Frank, where is Calgary in the standings right now?
Right now, they are in front of Ottawa at a record of 8-9-1.
You think that Johnny Hockey's going to leave the Flames after this year, or you think he's going to try to stick around?
How old is Johnny Gaudreau? How old is that guy?
Old.
How long has he been in the league?
I thought he was like 28, 29 maybe.
Hold up, Johnny Gaudreau. He's 27. He's been
Yeah.
he's been in the league for how many years? How many years has he been in the league? Why can't I just fucking tell me? Okay, he's been in the league since 2013. Damn, feels like a long time ago. Johnny Gaudreau, I don't know. It depends on. I think everything. I think honestly, a lot of people don't realize when it comes to like, is a team going to keep its player? Is a team not going to keep its player? If they have the cap space, they're going to pay for him. Like Johnny Gaudreau is a staple to the Calgary Flames organization. Like he is almost the face of the organization. If they have the money
I'd say he is.
If they have the money to, they're going to probably try and keep him around. Like, I mean, I would too. A talent like Johnny Gaudreau. So, yeah, the races are pretty tight in each team. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Do you think that Calgary's management can build a core around him, though? That's the thing, because if I'm not mistaken, is Monahan still with them? I know Cam Talbot's in the Wild, but no, that's fuck. But do you think they could build a core though?
Oof, that I don't know. Hey, whoever's the one viewer, can you put in the chat who you are? I think I already know who it is, but whoever's the one viewer.
You're gonna win a prize. You're gonna win a little bag of salt.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Bag of salt. Why do you have that lying around? Why do you have a bag of salt lying around? I don't get it.
Cause someone's gonna be salty.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. The two of you. Hold on. Two of you say cheese.
Cheese.
All right. It's going on my story. Hopefully we can get some people in.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised in my division Dallas is so low.
Well, because they keep on missing games. If you miss
they
games,
missed
you ain't going to make it. And that's honestly, I think that's the biggest thing that people are not realizing. That if you miss games, you're not going to make it. Like, you're going to fall in the standings. You're not going to, A, you're not going to be playing as many games. And B, you're just not going to be able to come back to form. I think that's what some people really miss about this COVID and what's going to do to not only the NHL, but all the other teams. It's going to put some teams out of commission, and we're going to see that this baseball season. I know that's going to be a topic that's going to come up a lot when we talk on Wednesdays when baseball comes back. You know?
Tune in for Wednesdays for some baseball.
Yeah, so Wednesdays at 7 we talk baseball. It won't be our three faces if you're tired of them already. It won't be just us three. There will be more people here. Oh my goodness. Should we do another game of who's the leaders?
Well, who had Florida joshing for
who the fuck
for
is
first place?
Hold up, time out. We got something weird here. NHL.com is fucked up right now. Who the fuck is Are you facing him tonight? Is this why he's up here? Oh no, wait. So I looked at NHL.com for their stats leader, and their leader for goals against average is a guy who doesn't even have one.
What?
The goalie who leads in goals against average doesn't even have one. He plays for the Sharks. Apparently he played on the 11th against the Kings. 0 goals.
What?
0 goals against, 5 shots.
Okay, then.
Well, we're gonna challenge that tonight, because Coach
there's
Edmonton's
no fucking way you're playing this guy. There's no fucking way you're playing this guy.
Well, if we are, we're gonna challenge him because Coach Edmonton's putting out a new front line, a new first line of Greenway, Erickson, Eck, and Wannis.
But this makes no sense. The Sharks have this makes no sense though. The Sharks have Dubnyk and Jones. Who the fuck is this guy? Hold on. I'm gonna put it up screen here for everyone else watching. Please tell me this is the right one. It is. Here it is. The guy's name is Alexei Melnichuk. And for some odd reason, NHL.com has this guy listed as the leader in goals against average because he has none. Because he has none.
Ooh.
Bro,
Damn.
NHL.
What?
Fix your site. Fix your
You're drunk.
site. What the fuck is that? Alexei. Okay, so for the leader in goals against average is Alexei Melnichuk. Whoever the fuck. Anyway.
That sounds like a created character in NHL.
Okay. I want to get. Here's the thing. Okay, so sorry to go off topic from that, whatever the fuck that was, but I want to talk about this because obviously it affects someone here, but the Calder race is getting pretty interesting. The Calder race is pretty interesting. We have 2 players with 11 points who are tied for first. We have 1 with 10, and we have 3 with 9.
Okay.
One of those.
And you said it affects us?
Because one of the players tied with 11 points and tied for first. Tanner. What's his name?
Kirill Kaprizov.
This guy still has 11 points. Oh wait, that's right. The game's going on. Crap. I gotta put it on my phone so I don't miss shit. Fuck. Give me the game. That is not what I wanted. That was ugly. Okay.
So also besides our games going on right now, there was 2 outdoor games this weekend.
Yeah, so let's talk about it.
Yes.
So this weekend was the 2 outdoor games, both in the beautiful, beautiful city of Lake Tahoe, Nevada. I've been there a couple of times, and Lake Tahoe is it's a beautiful city. People don't regard it like. If you're not a big fan of nature, you're obviously not going to know about Lake Tahoe, Nevada, because they don't have, like... There's nothing there that is not nature-specific. Like, if you're not into nature, you're not going to go to Lake Tahoe. Because Lake Tahoe is known for the mountains, obviously their lake, their big giant lake in the city, and they're known for, like, the ski resorts and the mountains, and, like, there's a Harrah's casino, like... But there's not too much there if you're not about nature. But being there a couple of times, it's pretty beautiful. It's pretty magnificent. And so I was glad they put a game there. And I will say this. Looking at what they've done, the preparation, everything, I made sure that NHL had a viewer watching that game. Like, I put it on. I made sure that game went all the way to the end. Chris, hide your headphones. We're not sponsored by them. Chris, hide your headphones.
No, my phone was saying Bluetooth on, so I'm like, oh crap, don't tell me it.
Anyway, sorry. But yeah, no, the rink looked beautiful. The idea was novel because I don't think any other sport thought into consideration, oh yeah, we have no fans. Why don't we just... Because, like, imagine if the NFL did that. Like, if the NFL just, like, rented out, like, a large area and they, like, recreated, like, a park or something.
Like how it was back in the day?
Bro,
and this isn't...
NFL Street?
Yeah.
Imagine NFL Street, but in real life. I would pay for that.
Same.
Oh, are you kidding me? Bro.
Well, this isn't the first time the NHL... I mean, they have done outdoor games in the past, but... I saw on Instagram that the Detroit Red Wings back in the day, like in the 50s with Gordie Howe and all those people, they played a game against the prisoners of a jail.
Yeah.
And I think in Russia they played in the Red Square.
Really?
Yeah.
In Moscow. Wow. Okay.
Huh. That's very interesting.
I think, I mean, this dates back to like when these guys were kids, because majority of these kids played in a frozen lake, a frozen pond, or a
pond hockey
rink around this time when they were kids. So
yeah,
it dates back to when they were kids, and I like that. Hopefully, like maybe later on, what they could do is they could do it like in other places that are not stadiums, like Central Park, the Washington Mall, the Great Lakes, and what they could do is just build a grandstand.
Alberta really wants to go to Banff National Park and put the Oilers and the Flames against each other.
That would be cool because Banff is a pretty nice park.
I was about to say we need to have this in Canada, and like let's actually do it on a pond. Canada is probably
What
the
about
best place to
Niagara
do it.
Falls?
I was gonna say do it in the border. Do it on the border.
Get like the Leafs against either the Senators or the Sabres. Yeah, and put it in view of Niagara Falls.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
Yeah, put it or maybe like on the border.
I think the border's in the water.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be like. I mean, it's not going to be on the lake, obviously.
Yeah.
It'd be cool
but
though.
I think that's cool.
It'd be cool though if they could be able to have the technology find its stability of ice and actually play on a lake. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Although, granted, I don't think the NHL will ever do that because, like, if you saw that Lake Tahoe game, sponsors up the wazoo, so you can't really do sponsors on the lake, so probably wouldn't do it there.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, like,
and they had to expand the outdoor game to like other places other famous venues, not just like natural places, but other famous venues.
Yeah, definitely. They could definitely increase where the venues are. Definitely.
You think? What do you feel about a game at the Grand Canyon, Frank?
Bro, have it be in the canyon. Have all the fans stand on top, and they have to look down with
With binoculars, they have to look down with a telescope.
yeah.
A sniper rifle scope.
It's a sniper scope.
It's like, we're gonna look at. Okay, hold up. Yeah, I think Marchessault has
go in the net. Can't tell.
Who's in the net? Hold up, I gotta zoom in more.
Bro, there's no way that they. I'm still amazed that the Arizona Coyotes can even play hockey in there, let alone put an outdoor game in Arizona. Although, here's the thing, they did do an outdoor game in Southern California, and that was pretty novel. That was cool to see.
And they did two.
They did two. So the second one was in Northern, but they did two in California. They did one in
Dodger
Southern.
Stadium.
They did one in Dodger Stadium, and then they did one in Levi Stadium.
So go ahead.
What was the temp? What was the temp of the Dodger Stadium game?
What was the temp?
What time of year?
What time of year?
Around this time.
It was it was around February. So yeah, what the NHL normally does after they introduce the Stadium Series, what they normally do is they have the Winter Classic, obviously New Year's Day, and then they have the Stadium Series like a little bit later than that. So like I think like one in late January, one in February, and then one in like late February. I'm pretty sure they try to like stagger them. But I mean, we don't have a Stadium Series this year to know, so we don't know what the scheduling was like.
So
let's see. Dodger Stadium. Let's go Dodger Stadium.
Well, what would be like normal temp in LA around that time?
Oof, probably like
around this time of the year.
Oof, 75? 70? 2014 NHL Stadium Series. It was Anaheim against LA, obviously. So they did, so Dodger Stadium was on, Dodger Stadium was on January 5th. Then the other Stadium Series, two games at Yankee Stadium, one on January 26th, and another one on January 29th. So they all were in the month of January, but all like late January.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
But how did they keep... that's what I don't get. How did they do it in Dodger Stadium? Because LA is not known for gold. Last time I checked.
We have amazing technology, Chris.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
that's why I said, let's just do it. The next Winter Classic should just be Arizona versus Florida in Marlins Park.
Actually, I'm getting the next Winter Classic.
No. Screw you. We're going to Marlins Park.
No.
Yeah, just to say fuck it, honestly. Like, just to say fuck it.
No, we're getting the 2022 Winter Classic at Target Field.
Oh, are you now?
All right. You
We
know
were
where I would
supposed to
like
get
to
it
see a
in
game?
this year, but they canceled it. What,
You know
Chris?
where I would like to see a game? And
Where?
if I know there's no team in Wisconsin, but if they do one in Lambeau Field, I would love to see that.
Mm,
Series.
possibly.
I would like to see one but in Lambeau or a Soldier Field because they haven't used Soldier Field yet.
You're right, they haven't.
I'm trying to find it right now.
Places they haven't used was
Oh,
famous venues is Soldier Field. Um, they use South Bend. Yeah, I remember that.
so an
The Big House.
article from NBC LA published a couple of days before the game said to promote the game said a high temperature near 80 degrees is forecast for Saturday in Los Angeles. So
Well, see, they could do it.
Ooh.
it was
They could do
near
it
the 80.
here.
They did it in
They could,
Vegas in the 90s at 85.
they could do it here too.
I know
In
they
Marlins
could.
Park.
No, I know they could. They should. Just
No,
for
no. Better
I
yet,
know.
honestly, like the reason they should do
Sun Life.
the reason they should do Stadium Series
Hard
hockey
Rock, I'm
games.
sorry.
The reason they should do Stadium Series hockey games in places that don't generally get ice is just so that the NHL could say we can. They should do it just to
No.
Yeah.
it
The
basically,
NBA doesn't even play outdoor games.
bro. Basically, it should be just for them to flex. It should be for the NHL merely just to flex, just to say, yeah, we can play an outdoor game in Florida if we wanted to because we're the NHL. Like they should just flex. Why not?
Here's the thing. They've already gone to LA. They had just did one they just did the Lake Tahoe game.
Mm-hmm.
The last Winter Classic where they were fans was in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. And
They played in the Big House.
Yeah,
they did.
They played in not
But that's
only
in
sunny,
Michigan.
They played in not only sunny conditions, but like almost like 0 degrees. Like they went back and forth.
Yeah. We have the technology to play wherever.
And
Yeah,
honestly,
the NBA,
yeah.
the basketball, a more popular sport, can't play a game outside.
Because they won't. They just won't. There's no reason to. There's just no
College played on like a aircraft carrier. That is technically outside.
I guess, but like in basketball, there's just no reason to. There's no reason to put it in ridiculous places like that. I think the only thing that would be amazing is if the NBA stole the idea of the NHL and put an NBA basketball game outdoors with no fans. And what they should do is they should make a court that's just like it's normal NBA
A
regulation.
street court.
Exactly. Well, not an actual street court, but make it look like one. Like, obviously, they're not going to make it a street court because the players could slip, they could break their knees. There's a big liability, and I know the players will complain if the NBA says, yeah, we're making a concrete court. But make it a normal court that they normally play on.
That's the best place
Make
to
it
play
look
basketball.
like it. Think about the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets play on a black and gray colored basketball court. It's not concrete. It's normal court. It's just colored that way. They can make it a color that is appealing and looks like an outdoor and play, and they can play with that. Obviously, they can make.
What the Nets should have.
Go ahead.
You know what the Nets should have done for this city series, for their city jerseys?
Oh.
They should have made the court look exactly like blacktop and have it like an actual street court.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
Back to the NHL though. Yeah, the NHL could actually, get some ideas like, okay, we got something going here. Let's try some places that are not conventional.
Mm-hmm. But granted, even so, we talk about like places not conventional. They still had a hard time with that game. So if you guys did not watch, if either of you guys are not an NHL fan, or if you guys just were like, I don't want to watch this game, to recap, the NHL relied, because like Tahoe, Nevada, it was in the mountains and it's pretty snowy, the NHL relied on the ice just being basically cool. They thought the temperatures were going to be low enough that the ice would be fine. They're going to keep on working on it, spraying it. Instead of installing pipes like they've done with the outdoor games where it won't be cold. You know, in games like in Southern California or back in the 90s when they played it on a parking lot in Caesar's Palace, they put pipes and then they laid the ice and then they blasted those pipes before the game and the ice was fine. They relied on the cooling of Lake Tahoe. And the problem
Natural
was that
cooling.
on the day of puck drop, it was not cloudy, but it was like sort of cloudy, but that the clouds were not picking up on the sun whatsoever. Those clouds were staying far away from it. So because of that, by puck drop of Colorado versus versus the Golden Knights, the ice was chopped up. The ice had a lot of patches here and there, and a lot of it was mushed up. There was like in close shots, like everybody was slipping. There was a lot of in close shots that the ice just melted in mush. And even though they played one full period on it, they all got together. Gary Bettman was there because Gary Bettman's always gonna be there because he's the commish. And he said Gary Bettman got on NBC and he said that we talked with the players, we talked with the NHLPA, we talked with the ice makers, and they said that they deemed it unplayable for now. They're either going to push it to tomorrow morning before the puck drop of their second game on Sunday, or they were going to play late at night. And after taking a look at it, they decided to play at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So Chris was up hella late watching that fucking game for no reason. Your team wasn't playing. Why were you watching?
Bro, I'm not gonna miss out on an outdoor game.
I thought it was funny. This guy stayed till the end. I looked at my watch. I'm like, Chris, it's 11:30. It's almost 2 in your place. Why are you still awake?
Bro, I go to sleep late. I sleep late every day. I used to work night shifts, so I'm used to sleeping late as hell.
Oh my god! But anyway, so they played the game. They played the game.
I was drinking.
They played the game at midnight.
But you were.
They played the game at midnight PST. The game ended, or not midnight PST, midnight EST. The game ended, in my time, the game ended, I want to say closer to midnight MST, which was around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. And then...
No, after the game, I just started playing video games until 3 in the morning.
Well, so am I right, though? The game ended at 2 a.m.?
Yeah, the game ended around 2.
So, game ended around 2 a.m., and then literally, what am I gonna say? Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here a bit. Then literally, just about, 12 hours? No, not 12. 15 hours later was the second game. At least close to... Well, no, not even that. So here's another thing as well. I don't think the NHL ever put out why, but that game was also pushed back. The game said the puck drop was supposed to be at 5:30, and I remember this because it turned 6, and I was gonna watch the game when the puck dropped, and I saw it was 6 o'clock. I was like, oh shit! 30 minutes before I've missed already 30 minutes of it. I probably missed a lot. But turns out no, that wasn't the case. I got there at 6, and they're still doing the national anthem. So I don't even know what the hell happened, but oh well, we move on. And so yeah, then that game happened. Anyway, so how about this, Tanner? Since your game has not started yet, let us know. What are your thoughts going into the game? What are you expecting out of the Sharks?
Well, as I said before, the Wild are doing. Coach Evanson's putting up a new putting up a new first line. Eriksson Ek, Fanino, Fiange, whatever how you pronounce his name, and Jordan Greenway. They've been on a roll.
Yes.
think it's a good.
Yes. We won.
All right, we got our first win.
Good decision.
Woohoo! 3-1.
We got our first win of tonight. The Panthers beat.
Yay!
Hold on. Everybody has to see what I do when the Panthers win. Sorry about my house. Ready?
Hey!
And just like that, the Panthers beat the Stars 2-1. Congratulations. Not a bad game. Not a bad game. Let's take a look at the stats then at the game. They haven't announced the 3 stars yet, so because the game literally just ended. But we'll take a look at the stats. Actually no, I take that back. So it was 3-1. 3-1.
Yeah, it's 3-1.
Three goals.
I
The
think
3
Dreider's.
goals. So the 3 goals were from Eric Blad, Keith Yandel, and Alexander Barkov, putting it in the empty net.
Congrats, Chris.
The winner in net was Dreider. He keeps on up, and there goes Chris. The winner in net tonight was Dreider, who put up an astounding.
We had some connection.
Winner in net was Dreider, put up some astounding.
We had some connection issues.
960 save percentage, blocked 24 saves tonight. Not a bad game, Chris. Not a bad game. Congrats.
Yep.
All right.
I think Dreider is going to be our guy moving forward in the crease.
Oh yeah. Okay. Really. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, if that's the case, then then what are you gonna do with Bobrovsky?
I mean, take him out back.
Take him out back? Really, Bobrovsky?
The last game he was in, we lost to the Red Wings again.
You could get something out of him, right? Any money? Don't you think you can get some money out of Bobrovsky or no?
Team.
All right, so that's 3-1. We already got 1-1 in the books here, and it's the Panthers winning. Yeah. So let's go over the scores. Let's go do a little quick dive. Sorry to interrupt you, Tanner, a lot. My bad. Let's do a quick little soar around the NHL as we had a lot of games going on tonight. So first off, the Panthers do beat the Stars 3-1. The Panthers push now to 12-3-2. Not bad.
That happening.
Not bad. That's pretty
Congrats,
good.
Chris.
That is pretty good,
my
friend.
The Rats are back.
The Rats are back. Another game out in the East Coast, just right next to each other in New York. It's the Islanders and the Sabres, and the Sabres just couldn't produce enough magic. The Islanders will pull away 3-2. Islanders now improving to a record of 9-6-3, and the Sabres need a bit of catch-up, moving to 5-8-2.
We got a close one in Carolina.
Yep. So, and also crossing the border. This is a pretty surprising one. The first place team, not looking like the first place team, they will get shut out by the Calgary Flames 3-0 on the glorious day, which is March 22nd, which if you are a hockey fan, there is a reason that meme was up there before the live stream started. It is the only day called David Ayres Day for hockey fans. As the great...
Today's a special day for hockey fans.
It's a special day for hockey fans. The great almighty, who is David Ayres, blessed us on this beautiful day of March the 22nd. What
February.
was it? A year ago.
Imagine getting beat by one of your own employees.
So, for those who don't watch hockey or are new to it, this is the equivalent of the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Kansas City Chiefs losing to their own janitor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a really basic recap because if all you have to do is just type in David Ayres, you can find this game anywhere. But really basic. Carolina and Toronto were both down goaltenders a year ago to this day on February the 22nd. I keep on saying March. February the 22nd. Both Carolina and Toronto were down goalies. They had to use an emergency. This emergency was a 42-year-old Zamboni driver, or at least at this point, he's now 43 years old. A 43-year-old Zamboni driver, at the time, 42-year-old Zamboni driver, who works for their AHL team, the Marlies, and he was their emergency goalie as well, just in case the Marlies had anybody hurt. He also got to be the emergency goalie for Toronto as well. And sure enough, Carolina lost their last goalie. He comes in. He only gives up 2 goals and keeps a 3-goal lead?
Yeah, 6-3.
He kept up a 3-goal lead, closing it out and actually looking pretty stellar. He closed it out, and the Maple Leafs just couldn't get it done. Carolina beat the Maple Leafs that day, and he played actually pretty substantially. Like a lot of other emergency goalies, like Scott Foster only played 7 minutes of a third period, and that guy was memorialized. This guy had to play an entire period and a half.
Yeah, half of a game.
He had to play half of a game, basically. And he kept up
against
3
a team
goals.
that's known for offense.
Yeah, and reminder, we're still facing with John Tavares. We're still facing with Austin Matthews. He's still facing all of these people, and he's keeping it up. So, good on you. We love you, David. You can look up more. Just while you're at it, type in Scott Dangle, David Ayers. You'll get a great laugh out of your
Yes.
But anyway, so that
if you have a dog, please don't have the dog near it.
Toronto could not produce the bags, though. However, for this one, they fall just like they did 1 year ago, not by also a 3-goal deficit, 3-0 from the Flames. Flames now improved to 9-9-1, slowly moving up. The Maple Leafs still dominant at 14-4-2. Our game to look for is the game we kept all talking about. It's Wild versus Shark. Right now, the Wild and Sharks are pretty close together when it comes to points, and it's going to be a big battle there.
And you're happy right now.
I'm very happy right now. So yeah, just a quick recap. Kings and Blues are playing right now. And right now the game is 2-0. The Kings just scored just to close out the second period. So I'm very happy about that. Kings are being very dominant. They're coming off a 4-game win streak right now after winning both of their games in Arizona. That was very exciting to watch. I am so glad that they're right now doing well. Because like I said, all they got to do is just trust their young guys and it'll work out. Now, granted, it's not their younger guys scoring a lot. It's definitely a lot of the older guys, but I'll take it. And not only that, but our goaltender matchups are dominant. Calvin Peterson, Jonathan Quick, they are absolute studs when you need them to be studs. And I'm very happy with what we got. So that's 2-0. That's 2-0 right now in a second.
We got some time, so let's we're a quarter into the season. How do you think the Kings are doing? Did you expect them to be like this, or
did I expect them to be?
Or did you expect them to be like in last?
Ooh, well, I didn't expect them to be in last because I know there's a lot of other teams they're facing a lot more shit than we are. Like right now, the team in last is the team I expected to be in last, and that was the Anaheim Ducks. They're facing much more shit than we are, because
one win and they're tied with you guys.
Well, not at this moment. They're in last place. So right now in the standings in the West, the Kings hold the 4th position, but they're tied with Arizona. So Kings need this win tonight to overtake it. And Arizona's right now facing the Ducks. And right now, that game is right now 1-0 Anaheim, which there's another score for you. Right now, midway in the first period, the Ducks are right now ahead of the Coyotes. 1-0. Silverberg getting that goal. So right now we need the Ducks to win tonight, and we need the Coyotes to lose. So we need the Coyotes to lose, and we need to beat St. Louis, which is right now what it's looking like. If we can get that, we can stay farther away from Arizona and start to increase that gap. Minnesota and San Jose are both right on our tail. So if Arizona loses tonight, whoever wins that game is going to overtake Arizona's spot as the 5th position. Because it's a pretty tight race. So right now, in last place in the West is Anaheim with 15. And then tied for 6th is Minnesota and San Jose with both 16. Tied for 4th is LA and Arizona. And then 3rd place is with 19 is Colorado. So if there was ever like a really tight division, it's the West. The West is mega. Everyone is fighting for position. Granted, we're still midway through the season.
Yeah.
But it's a big, tight race in there, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Every game counts in the West.
Oh, yeah.
So your 8 seed's definitely coming from the West.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a big battle. It's going to be a big battle. It's going to be pretty interesting to see come playoff time, because the West are going to have to fight so much for those spots just to get into the playoffs. We'll see if they even have enough energy to even play in the playoffs. So we'll see how that goes.
So I'm looking here. So we got 26 points. Carolina has 25. Chicago 22. Tampa 21. And Columbus is in 5th with 20.
So not bad.
I didn't expect the Panthers to. I was like, okay, they're gonna be like battling for the last spot, but they're in first. I mean, it's early. They only played 17 games.
Yeah, no. So yeah, no. A lot of the teams that are so yeah. So here's the thing: when we look back at the predictions we made, if you want to go back, we did an hour-long stream, longer than an hour long. It was one of the first episodes we did here, and it was just us predicting the NHL standings. We just predicted where we think the standings were going to go. We didn't go into playoffs just because it would be so hard and we'd be so long sitting there meticulating how it's going to go because anything can happen with this new playoff format. But we went in and predicted the season, and I'm pretty sure, didn't all of us say Tampa to win the division?
Yeah, and Tampa is
And they're in fourth.
to the,
I think we
to the
did.
last spot.
They're in fourth.
Dallas-
They're 5 points behind number one.
Dallas is in
Dallas is
in
in
what,
sixth.
sixth?
We all picked Dallas to go top 4. They're in 6th. That's insane to think about. But then again,
I mean,
that goes back to
haven't
my
played.
point. That goes back to my point. If you get COVID, it can either make or break your season. And for Dallas, it's right now breaking them. They got COVID very early
who
on.
had
They're
Chicago
missing a lot of
in
games.
the top 4?
Chicago in the top 4. I picked Chicago last, I'm pretty sure. Or at least
Yes.
second to last. They're in the top 3.
I think we all picked them in the basement.
Like,
I picked them 7th with Detroit in the basement.
I did not at all see this come from Chicago. Hockey is
There's
pretty
always a-
interesting. If you're not a hockey fan, this is the perfect time to become a hockey fan
Yeah.
because it is interesting to say the least.
There's always one team, at least one team that surprises people every year,
I'm looking
like
at
like a Cinderella team or whatever.
Columbus
least
Blue
one.
Jackets.
the East. We're kind of spot on the East because it's Boston, Washington, New York
Yeah.
Islanders, and Philly.
Yeah, okay.
But
so
Philadelphia and
that's not that
Pittsburgh is
interesting.
tied at 19 points.
Where's Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh
They're
is
in
right
fifth.
now on the outside
They're
looking
in
in.
5th. Yeah, they're tied with
And that's because Philadelphia has those overtime wins is what's helped them. So Philly's a little bit more higher up.
Man, I thought Pittsburgh was gonna age.
I thought so too. So
I had them
the
second to last.
The East is also something to keep an eye on. Yeah, no, we all said Pittsburgh is aging. Pittsburgh doesn't support their young core. We all thought Pittsburgh was going to age out. So, again, this is going to be very interesting to see where it goes from here. So, yeah. And then the North, there's no surprises. I think if we look at what division we all expected to happen, I think it's the North that is the most predictable. Like, we all said Toronto was going to be number 1. They right now only have 4 losses.
Are the Jets and outside looking in? Because I had them
the
fourth.
Jets are in 3rd.
So they're 3rd.
Okay.
So the Jets are 3rd.
Montreal's 4th.
The Jets are 3rd, but the Jets are only 3rd with 2 points. Montreal has 21. The Jets have 23. They're in 3rd.
Okay.
Calgary and Vancouver are also pretty close. Montreal has 21. Calgary only has 19. Vancouver has 18, so they're pretty close. Ottawa can go jump into a bin and die, and we would have never noticed that they died.
Think of the savings, Eugene.
Because unfortunately, we don't even see. Here's the funny thing as well: in leagues like the NHL or the NBA, where teams who get in last place, it's not like the NFL where the last place team gets to have the number 1 overall pick. You could have a shitty season. People can have pity
guaranteed.
for you. People can have pity over the fact that you are not having a great season, and the NHL will cuck you and say, "Here's the 4th overall pick. Have a nice day."
Detroit last year.
Detroit last year, like honestly,
Getting last in the NHL only guarantees you the most balls in the lottery. It does not guarantee you the first overall pick.
They got cock and torture porn there. Cock and ball torture.
Yep, exactly.
Sorry.
No, hey, it's fine. How many viewers we got? 2. We got 2.
Woo!
I think these 2 viewers are fine with cock and ball torture. In fact, let me go find some on. No, I'm kidding.
You're not old enough.
What do you mean? I'm 19. What do you mean?
You gotta be 21 in some places.
Yeah, I have consent. That counts. Age of consent.
love
That
you,
counts.
Frank.
That counts. Age of consent counts.
Frank, did I tell you I love you, man? I love you.
I get so much shit from these guys from being a baby because I'll come up here and I'll be like I jumped on the call like I think it was like 3 weeks ago. I was like, guys, Cars is 10 years old. I feel so old. And Chris goes, you feel old, fucker. I'm 30.
Okay. To tell the audience and put into hockey terms, I have the same age as the Florida Panthers, and the Florida Panthers are almost 30 years old. I was like 2 when these little thingies were popular.
I think
I was 6.
who was it? I know some teams joined the league in the. I know there were some teams that joined 2001 NHL. I want to say some teams joined, right? In 2001 or was it 2003?
Yeah, 2000. It was Columbus and Minnesota.
Okay, yeah. So I am
Minnesota.
1 year younger than Columbus and Minnesota, and it's their 20th. It's their 20th season.
God damn.
Yes, it is.
These guys give me so much shit for my age, bro. I'm telling you, I can't get it.
Cars is 10 years old. You feel old.
Bitch.
Hey, Chris is the oldest. I'm younger than Chris, and I'm older than Frank.
I remember when the NHL had the semicircle as the crease.
Oh my god. Actually, no, that's actually a good comparison. I don't know if we're going to make this comparison on the parking lot because I don't think we'll get time to, but that's actually a good comparison. So when it comes to like the parking lot, so everybody who's been on this YouTube channel, so me, Chris, Tanner, Joey, Reese, Bruce, Alex. Those are the people who have been on this channel the most, at least. Maybe it's not as much for Reese. Reese, get your ass back on this fucking channel, bro. We miss you.
Yes.
Reese, get your ass back on here. We miss you, bro. It's baseball season.
Bro,
I cannot be the only one displaying Angel Salt, okay? You need to get back.
where is it?
Can't be the only one to complain about their
Salt?
pitching.
Did someone say salt?
Oh my god. Anyway,
I'm still salty about Adam Kennedy, man.
So it's me, Tanner, Chris, Alex, Bruce. Out of those 5, and Joey. Out of those 6, Bruce is definitely youngest. I think Bruce is 17. He's a senior in high school.
He's still in high school.
He's graduating high school this year. I want to say.
Wait, are you serious? No.
No.
Oh, damn.
Is he? I don't remember. It's
I think he's in college.
Bruce is either a junior or a senior. He's either a junior or senior. He's still in high school.
I did not know he was still in high school.
Yeah, no, he's still in high school. Bruce is still in high school.
He
doesn't look like
it. He's a diehard
it.
Pittsburgh fan.
He doesn't look like it.
He had to look up Sidney Crosby.
He doesn't look like it, but Bruce is still in high school. I am a junior in college. Or no, a sophomore. I said junior. I think I'm about to graduate and get out of this hellhole, but I'm nowhere near it. I am a sophomore in college. I think the next youngest, it's between... So how old... Oh, God, how old is Joey?
Joey's 20.
Joey's 20. Okay, so I think it's Joey, then Alex... Well, no.
3 of us are allowed to drink. How's about that?
So it's Bruce, myself, then Joey. Then... I think it's Alex, then Tanner.
Yeah.
I'm
23. The 3 of us were allowed to drink.
Oh, you're 23?
I'm 23. I'm turning 24 next month.
Okay, so it's Alex, then Tanner, and then Chris. So that's out of the 6 of us. Only half of us can drink. And we make...
When's Alex's birthday?
And we make... Oh, no, Alex is 21,
Alex
turning
just
22.
Well, when's Joey's birthday?
Joey's birthday thing is in July.
But Alex is already 21. He's 21 turning 22. Alex is already 21.
Gotcha.
I went to a restaurant with him when he bought a drink, so I know this shit. Because he bought a drink in front of me. We went to a Mexican restaurant.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, there is not a lot going on in my hometown, but the one thing we do have is nice local breweries.
Oh, I thought it was nice local Mexican food.
That too. But that's just a Southern California thing. That's not a my city thing. That's just a Southern California thing in general. If you go anywhere in Southern California, there's bomb ass Mexican food. So that's just a Southern California thing. I haven't found it that much in Arizona. It's actually quite sad.
Really?
Well, first off,
Really?
I don't leave my campus because I'm a broke college student, so I don't even have anywhere else to go. And second off,
he could go to Kings. He could go to Hockey Kings.
Well, still.
Fuck you! Fuck. I get it, okay? I say I'm broke, but then I buy hockey tickets, alright? Sue me. God.
I fucking love this kid.
I get attacked. I feel attacked. It's the word of the day. I feel attacked.
Hey, Tempe's a lot more exciting than where I live. I live in Karen Central.
I think anywhere is any more exciting than Minnesota.
Minneapolis is fun, but the rest of the state, not during the winter, but if you like nature,
I live where?
summer is
where
your
I live?
season.
I don't know if this is right, but I live in the 305, baby.
So much trouble in the LBC.
It's hard being Stoop Deal Double G.
That's a shout out for Alex and Bruce and Reese. They're not in the LBC, but they're close. They're close.
So how far are you guys from downtown LA? Because
About an hour.
I think Bruce said you guys lived in the Inland Empire.
So yeah, we do. So our city is on the border of the counties of LA County and San Bernardino County. So it's counted as the Inland Empire.
Okay.
Because my dad was season ticket holder, I went to so many LA Kings games, so I know how far it is. It's about an hour drive, and that is counting downtown LA traffic, which is always shit. It's always bumper to bumper.
Right.
It's about an hour drive, and I've driven there myself. A couple of times I've gone by myself to Kings games, and it was about an hour. Okay, did I tell you guys the story about when I told Alex I was taking him to a game?
To a Kings game?
You may have.
Well, I've told part of it. I've told part of it, but I haven't told it fully. But so my dad gave me tickets one day. He was like, "Hey, you can take a friend to a Kings game. I don't want these tickets, and nobody wants to buy them, so you can go if you want." And I said, "Sweet." And he goes, "Who are you gonna take?" I said, "I'll take Alex. I actually know he's a Kings fan. He might enjoy it." And so I call him up and I said, "Hey, Alex, you want to go to a Kings game?" He says, "Yeah, sure." I go, "Great." I tell him, "Great. When can I pick you up?" He goes, "You're not picking me up." What the fuck you mean I'm not picking you up? Nah, we taking the train. Fuck you want to take the train for, dickhead?
So is it like Resident Evil that you need a gun the way you explained the Oakland Coliseum bathroom?
Some of the stations. Oh no, the station he wanted to go to is like that. Cause like there's a station in our city, and our city is pretty nice. I was like, okay, we'll just go in that train station. He goes, actually no, can we go on a different train station, take a different train? I go, where do you want to go? He goes, San Bernardino. I go, you're fucking high. San Bernardino. Yeah, I'm gonna go get shot getting on a train. Yeah, that's right. Get the fuck out of here, dumbass.
So, is it like you guys get like rapid transit, like light rail out there?
So not light rail. It's not light rail. It's like light rail, but it's bigger because it's not like a tram. It's not a trolley. It's an actual like train.
Okay.
It's an actual like train. Like it.
All right.
It has like double.
Okay.
It has double stories. It has like some of them have like booth seating where you can have a table. So it's an actual like full on train, but it only goes around California. Like it doesn't leave California. Its only primary purpose is to take you around Southern California and I think sometimes Northern. It's called the Metrolink. The only purpose of it is to take you around California.
We have something similar here.
Yeah, the only it's because it's not necessarily a light rail because it's not really a trolley or not a trolley, but it's not necessarily a light rail because it's not really a tram where like you're either standing up, like you get on one stop, you get off another, and you either like standing or you're sitting. Like it's a full on big fuck off train.
Okay.
Yeah, we have something
That's-
similar here at the Tri-Rail, but it doesn't take you to the BB&T Center.
Oh, really?
Nah, the BB&T Center is like way too in the middle, and you gotta take the highway. But it's like a 30-minute to like an hour drive from where I'm at.
Good old Southern California. You're not living in Southern California until you're here. Recycle and save the planet. Don't take your cars. Carbon emission. So.
I live in the middle of buttfuck Minnesota, and we're the only city.
You live in the boonies.
Yep.
Not exactly the boonies, but we're like the largest city for 90 miles around. So, I mean, it's not like a small town. It's 100,000 people, but still, it kind of sucks here.
Butt fuck Minnesota. Emphasis on the butt fucking, because that's how they keep warm in December.
Yes.
An emphasis on the middle of nowhere. That's where you take someone out back.
Yep. That what is it? Fargo, North Dakota. Kind of like it.
What?
Middle of nowhere. Just me.
We got a couple minutes. You said that's where they train for the Miracle on Ice?
Oh yeah.
No, it's not where they played there. They played a game against a farm team, but they trained out in Colorado.
Yeah. So
But they did put the Miracle on Ice team did play in my hometown before they went off to Lake Placid.
So that's actually a good. That's a good segue because we gotta definitely bring this up, because like not only should we like just talk about current hockey news, but I would also love to be people who are inviting to people who probably don't know anything about the sport, and something to let everybody know. This is the 41st anniversary. So last year was the 40th anniversary. It's the 41st anniversary of the Miracle on Ice hockey game. This was a game played back in the Winter Olympics of 1980s in Lake Placid, New York. And this was a game where a whole big team of college students represented the United States of America, played a game against the really scary and really experienced Soviet Union, and actually was able to outplay and outskate them and won the game 3-2, which would then lead us go on to win the gold medal. Which like we were like they never reached a medal round for so long before that time, and again this was before professionals. Like I said, an amateur team. These weren't professionals.
So
they didn't have professionals. This was before the Olympics.
What, a month or a few weeks before the Olympics, they played a game and it was like what, 10-3?
Yeah, or 10-3 or 10-2. But they played the Soviet Union 4 days before opening ceremony in Madison Square Garden and got blown the fuck up. Like 10-3 or 10-2, and then just all it took was a couple of games, a couple of weeks, and they were able to pull their shit together, and they won against the Soviet Union 3-2, which is deemed a miracle on ice because at the time like it was a pretty important game because in the 1980s they were very very deep into the Cold War, and at the time like this something that is expressed I didn't understand as a kid. Like, and we all probably did. If you watched Miracle when it first came out, like you probably didn't understand it until you did a bit more research. But before that game, the Soviet Union crossed into Afghanistan and they started supplying troops there. And like that was a big no-no because that to us was the same as them building more nukes. They're getting more militarized. They're getting more people to join them, and we don't like that. So they crossed into Afghanistan before the Olympics started. So it was a big deal when we played them, not only in Madison Square Garden, but that game right there that we officially won. So it was a huge
morale.
So, like, I know we don't get Canadian audiences, but when we do, we want to say, like, yeah, we are Americans. We do love Canada, though, and we love the culture there. But yeah, no, it was a huge game for us and for... It was a huge game. It was a huge game for the United States, and that's during that time period. So
yeah, we haven't won a gold medal since.
Yep. And we have not won a gold medal since. But funny enough, it's not Russia kicking our ass; it's our brothers up north.
Yeah.
So
we
even
beat
though
them in
I said we have much love for Canada, fuck you, Canada. We want a gold medal. Stop hogging it. Although Russia has the gold medal now because they didn't allow the NHL didn't allow professionals in the last Olympic Games, so Russia.
Well,
has it.
It wasn't even Russia. It had another name.
Well, okay, the Olympic Federation, because doping, like it was Russia.
Yeah.
Like, I get why the Olympics had to employ that Russia couldn't play the games under their traditional names, but, like, come on. If you think back to it, like, it was still Russia. It still felt like Russia.
Yeah.
The attitude was still Russia. The players were still definitely very, very heartfelt to their nation. It was still Russia. It might not, their jerseys and their logo might not have said Russia. It was Russia.
It
Well,
was
it's funny,
Russia.
since the Soviet Union disbanded, Russia has not won a gold medal in hockey as Russia.
Well, no, because Canada fucking hogs it.
No, but it was the Soviet Union, then it was the Russian, the players that were after the breakup of the Soviet Union, and now the Olympic athletes.
CIS.
Yeah, whatever fucking bullshit that was. Well, I mean, like, there hasn't been any talk if, because the Summer Olympics are coming up and Russia is going to be in that. There hasn't been any talk if Russia has to go back under that Olympic moniker, do they?
I was reading about it. They're kind of working on a compromise.
Okay, because if they have, if Russia is able to work that out with the Olympic Committee and be able to play as Russia, like NHL does not want to let their professionals go back. Russia could take it again. So, and then that's something we'll have talk about. So, I don't think we're ever going to give this up. So we'll be here come Olympics times, which is Beijing is close. Wait, actually no, yeah, we're close. We're next year. Beijing is next year.
Yep.
So if COVID gets better and we're
Isn't it France?
No, it's China. Beijing. So if we can get the Tokyo Olympics to finally happen and get done with, so if we can have the Tokyo 2020 Olympics finally get done and over with, so we can then have the Winter Olympics. The Winter Olympics will be in 2022 in Beijing, China, and also hopefully there'll be people in Beijing, which would be pretty nice. We'll definitely be back here. I don't think we're going to be wanting to stop this during that time, and NHL will still be going on as well, so we'll definitely be here to cover that, talk our thoughts on if the NHL does bring professional athletes to the games, if they do, but if not, then we'll talk about the amateurs and we'll see that lineup and maybe some recognizable faces, because I know there were still some AHL players, I think, in the mix, right? Or no? Was it just all like Canadian leagues?
Shut the car. I gotta go in real quick.
Joey.
Yo, what's up?
All right, let me see. Did he get his ass kicked? No, the game's still going on, but right now he is losing.
Hey, they scored the goal that Gru should have had, but whatever. It's okay. Screw the Vegas Knights.
Hey, Grubauer with the sunglasses, though. I love that.
Oh, that was dope. The Grubauer with the sunglasses and the mask, that was awesome.
You guys know I got the Gru on me, right? You guys know I'm wearing Gru right now.
What fucking parking lot is this guy on? Where the fuck is this guy, bro?
He's out of B-dubs.
They literally didn't get the game on until 15 minutes into the first period, so I'm just gonna go home and completely legally stream it. Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Hey, bro,
I gotta depart from...
I paid $89 to legally stream it, alright?
Yeah, I pay $0 to legally stream it. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll see you guys soon. I'll check it back when the Avs score again, or when the Knights score.
Well, we'll be gone,
happen.
so yeah, we'll see you soon. And just like that, a rare Joey appeared.
Joey like a unicorn, he
just
appeared.
A rare, hold up. I got it.
Like in Pokemon.
Yeah,
a Joey appeared!
Fuck! Shit, damn it, man. Fuck. Where is it?
Should have thrown the master ball at him.
Wild Joey appeared. All right, that's enough of that. That was a quick little segment. Anyway, before we wrap up, anything you guys want to say?
Panthers win. Woohoo!
Panthers
And
win.
hopefully the Wild will too.
Hopefully the Wild will too. So yeah, so right now the Kings are up 2-0, about halfway in the third. Vegas is up 1-0 on Colorado, about halfway in the second. Anaheim is up 2-0 at the end of the first. That is important when it comes to the standings. Florida won, Islanders won, Calgary win, Tampa Bay beat the Hurricanes.
Oh, good. We got sole
And
possession
the
then.
Wild play the Sharks. This is a great year to be a hockey fan. So if you are still interested in hockey, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to keep on watching because we all want to keep on talking hockey with you guys. Want to keep on growing the sport, have a lot more people watch the sport. So definitely, guys, make sure to keep on watching. This has been Frank with Tanner and with Chris. You guys have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you all later.
Bye.
Laters.
Bye, guys.